Welcome to another episode of Professional Couch Coaches with Doc and Mike. It is your girl, Doc, here with my brother from another mother, Mike. We have entered into week 3 real quick. How you feeling, Mike?
I'm good. I'm super good.
I feel like that was some shade thrown into that, but we're not going to get into that right now.
King of the North.
Okay, King for the time being. We'll see how it goes.
2 weeks in, Kings of the North.
So we got NFL news. Stop pointing to that in the background. We got some NFL news. A couple things I don't know where we want to start. I know where I want to start. Tua. And did you watch the game? Did you?
Yeah.
Because that was Thursday. Yeah. That was Thursday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Dolphins were playing the
Bills.
Mm-hmm. And it was not a good game for the Dolphins. It wasn't going well for the Dolphins from the jump. But somewhere in the third quarter or so, might have been third quarter, Tua took off running, made the first down, but he kind of leaned forward while he was running, ran into the defender. The defender didn't even really create the contact. Tua himself created the contact and concussed himself. He clearly passed out, clearly went unconscious, clearly showed neurological symptoms of a concussion.
Right. And as he was running, I said, he about to hurt himself.
Mm-hmm.
That was my knee-jerk reaction as he took off running. Because how often does Tua scramble?
Right.
Yeah.
But there's a reason why he normally doesn't.
Yeah.
So that would be one of the reasons. After this happened, it created a lot of dialogue on what should Tua do moving forward. And I'm going to be straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
If he was my son, cousin, brother, uncle, friend of the family, I would tell him to truly consider letting football go. I know it's not the popular choice, and there's a whole host of reasons why people feel like he should continue to play. But I think the damage that he could potentially do by continuing to play, he's still young. He's like 25, 26.
Mm-hmm.
I think the potential damage that he could do by continuing to play far exceeds any accolades he's ever going to achieve on the football field. And I know people are like, it's tough to walk away from the game, and it's tough to put that kind of behind you as an athlete. But seriously, he should let it go.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things that's hard to prevent. It's hard to prevent saying that you can not concuss yourself or get a concussion, because it is a contact sport where, if you are running or, one time he had a concussion, he actually got sacked in the backfield. He just got slung down on his, on his back, and his head hit the ground. I don't know, man. He has been prone to getting concussions, and We know what the long-term effects of concussions have given people because we've seen, they've done enough research and study on it now. So I don't know. I think that's one of them things he gonna have to take a long, hard dive looking, and see if he's willing to continue to put himself at risk for more concussions. I mean, because doesn't the studies show that once you have one, you're really susceptible to having more? And he's
Yep.
had 3. So, I mean,
Yeah.
like, even that hit in with Buffalo, it wasn't as bad as that one with the Bengals when he got slung on the ground. Like, that looked like anybody coulda got a concussion, in that situation. But the one in Buffalo, that looked like, it just looked like a routine
Oh,
play.
and that's exactly what I said. It was beyond routine. He created the contact. The other person did not even create the contact. He just simply ran his head into somebody's thigh
Yeah,
and knocked himself out. And to me, if you can get concussed that easily, you really got to make some decisions that you might not want to make, and
yeah.
that's just how I feel about it. I know people are like, well, it's for the love of the game and you playing at a high level, but I would
But
think
at
he'd want to be able to walk and talk and function with his children in 10
and
years.
and
Um,
not have, some type of mental episode to where he's committing suicide,
exactly.
or things of that nature in the future. I mean, I honestly, I don't know, man. You know, I feel for Tua. I mean, because I don't think Tua's a bad guy. I mean, I think he's a good quarterback. I mean, I like to see the Dolphins play, except when they play the Steelers. But you don't want to see nobody go through that. Every time they run and you cringing, or every time they get tackled, you cringing. Like, we know,
Yeah.
injuries happen. It's a part of the game. You know, but you do got to look at the long term if you're Tua. So
Yeah.
that would just be my advice. Just, just, just see. Just look at the long term and think. If I had 2 more concussions, what could this do to me? Man,
That's a
if you ain't
that's
willing
a
to
fact.
risk that, then yeah, if you ain't willing to risk that, then stepping away, you don't got your contract. So I know
Yeah.
most of his got contract guaranteed. You went to a pristine college, so it ain't like you can't speak or talk. So I'm sure you could do podcasting or do media. If that's the route you want to take. Not trying to limit his abilities, but you know he speaks very well when he does his interviews and stuff like that. So you know I think he has more options other than football
Right.
if he wanted to
It,
retire. Yeah.
yeah. So we'll see what happens with Tua, but I'll tell you that was my immediate reaction. I was like, you gotta hang it up, man. Just let it go. Let it go. Because I just don't see the benefit in just continuing. You can't even play the game
To hurt yourself.
without, yeah. So
Yeah.
we had other injuries. 49ers, my homeboy Daryl, shout out to Daryl. They put Christian McCaffrey on IR. So he's gone at least another 3 weeks or so. And he can't play
Yeah.
another
He was
three
on the
weeks or
4 week
so.
IR. So he was on the short.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was on the short term IR. Mm.
yeah. So starting this last game, so he got like 3 more weeks that he can't play. Because the first game he wasn't on
Yeah.
IR. They just so he got 3 more weeks.
Yeah, I think they
I
just
think
did. Yeah.
that will tremendously affect the 49ers and their game plan moving forward. With both Debo and CMC not being healthy. But I told Daryl, he showed me like their schedule. And I can't remember what it was, but the games weren't like, they're not playing like big name. They're playing the Rams. I think they play the Panthers or somebody in between there, or Buccaneers or somebody. It's teams that maybe at full, not being at full strength, they might be okay. So you know, uh, so I we'll see about that. You got any thoughts on the Debo CMC? How the 49ers might fare?
But did you lose to Minnesota?
They did. They lost to Minnesota.
Yeah. So I mean, any game, you can't just be like, oh yeah, look at our schedule, and
Yeah.
it's not that bad. We can skate away with a win or two. Because
You think they should be
yeah.
concerned? Okay. Well, they play the Rams
So
next,
who'd you
and
say was it?
huh?
Yes,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
they should be able to beat the Rams. They should be able to beat the Rams.
Well, we gonna see. Speaking of the Rams and injuries, because we were talking about the 49ers playing the Rams, Cooper Cup and Puka are both now injured. I don't know how long they'll be out. This looks like a week to week thing. Doesn't look like an IR situation.
Puka's already on IR.
Is he on IR? I thought
Puka's
he
on
was.
IR, and they're talking about putting
It's fine.
yeah,
Little
Puka's on
AJ in the
IR.
background. Little bit AJ in the background.
Puka's on IR, and they're talking about putting
Cooper Cup.
Cooper on IR, but he might be on the 6 to 8 week IR.
Well, that's gonna really affect the Rams because that's their offense. Those two players. So we're gonna see what occurs with the Rams playing, and they play the 49ers. So this should be an
Right.
interesting little matchup coming up.
Right.
And I think that's one of the games. Yeah, it's one of our game picks. So we'll talk about that in a second.
Okay.
There is one other thing that I wanted to talk to you about in the NFL news realm.
Uh-oh.
And that is our boy in North Carolina, down the way in Charlotte, Bryce Young.
Little Bryce.
Little Bryce. It is official. They have benched him. He will no longer be the starter
for now.
Why you say for now?
I mean, you never know. Maybe he need a reset.
So you think this benching is a reset?
No. What I think is going to happen is he's going to get traded.
Who do you think will take him?
The Dolphins. Maybe it's the system. You never know.
Could be. That's another question. Is Bryce a bust?
He's a bust for the Panthers. He is that. He is a bust for the Panthers. Yes. The Panthers gave up a lot, and we covered that in our last episode. So make sure y'all check that out. We already talked about this already. We was ahead of the game. We already see. We already knew. We saw this coming. Check out the last episode. Check it out.
Yeah. I want to say I'm surprised, but I'm not really shocked that they made this decision week 2 of this boy's second season of his career. And I think it's because they think he might be the problem. But just like you just said, there's a host of things that are holding the Panthers back. Bryce Young is just a little small piece of what's holding them back. So
right. If it's even Bryce Young, because it could be just bad coaching. Yeah, it could be bad coaching.
That's true. Well, we're gonna see what Andy
Ryan
Dalton.
Tannehill when he was in Miami.
Yeah, because Yeah, and then he went to Tennessee and did well. That's true. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
we're gonna see what Andy Dalton, the Red Rocket, Red Rifle, can do.
Mm-hmm.
Red
Matter of fact,
Rooster.
look at Tua. Look at Tua before Mike McDaniels got there.
That's true, because they was about ready to ship him on out of his way.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. They
and
were.
and now look at him. He got paid. We'll put it like that. He got paid.
Right. Definitely.
So we made some game picks last week. First I'm gonna run through the games. I'm gonna start with last night's game, matter of fact. Eagles versus Eagles versus the Falcons. Neither one of us got points because we picked the Eagles to win, and they did the opposite of winning. They lost. So
What was the spread?
um
How did we but we
so
picked the
so
spread though, right?
we both picked the Eagles,
Mm-hmm.
and you said they would be under 47.5 points. But because we both picked the Eagles,
Wasn't it? Yeah.
we lost. We both picked the Eagles to beat the
Right. But
Falcons.
we won but I would have won the spread though, right?
You gotta first get the team right. You can't just pick the spread and the loser. That's not how it works. You gotta pick the winner
No.
and then the spread.
Okay. So we both lost.
We both lost because we both picked the Eagles.
Okay.
The
All right.
Texans played the Bears. We both picked the Texans. The Texans did win. Now we're getting somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You took over on points. You took over on points.
Mm.
The point spread
What was the points?
6. You took
Okay.
over.
Yeah.
The score was 19-13.
Yeah.
Willette won.
That's terrible.
Well,
it was 6.
hey,
6 points. I needed a field goal.
You needed a field goal. You needed a field goal.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy. Okay.
So you get a point for picking the team correctly, but you also do not get a point for hold on, let me make sure I get
the
your
spread
point right.
being off.
For the spread being off. So I get 2 points. All right.
So you get
Right.
Yeah.
Steelers versus we'll back to that. We'll get back to that. Chiefs versus Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
We both picked the Chiefs. So we both get a point.
Okay.
However,
I know I lost on
what
we picked, the total, or did we pick the spread?
We
the
picked
point
the total.
What was it?
Point
50?
total. It was 47.5. And they scored 51
points. What was
25 to 26.
Over? Did I do that?
You picked over. So you get 2 points.
So I get 3 points.
2.
Oh, okay.
2. You
2 because we both picked the winner.
See, you be cheating.
Oh, my bad. I'm trying to I'm trying to remember. My bad. I'm not. All right. We both picked the winner. My bad.
Correct.
So I get the 2.
You get 2 points. I just get
points
1
for the
right over. For the over.
All right, I got you. I'm with you now.
Okay. So the Ravens game, 0 points across the board because we both picked the Ravens, but we'll come back to the game. But 0 points. But had the Ravens 0 across the 0. Had the Ravens won, you would have won
for both of us.
Yes, because you picked under 9 points for the game. So, but The Ravens lost. So
Yeah.
0-0 failure. Failure is what we get, right? The Steelers game.
I agree.
Steelers play. Who did who
Yes. I
who did the
lost this
Steelers
one.
play? Who did the Steelers
Take your
play?
2 points.
Who did the
The
Steelers play?
Broncos.
Broncos.
Take
Steelers
your 2
played the
points.
Broncos.
The Broncos.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
We went with points. We went with total. I'm sorry. We went with total. The
Mhm.
total was 36.5.
Yeah, total.
Yeah. You said over 36.5. The total of the game, the score was 13-6. So that is less than 13.5. So you get a point for the Steelers, but I get 2 points for picking under 36.5. So our new point total.
Yeah.
You got 7. I got 6. So right now it is 7-6. Before it was 3-1, but now we're at
Hey.
7-6. I know. Them points
Okay.
matter, man.
Good point. Yeah, that spread matter. Yeah.
The spread
So
matter.
just imagine it. So just imagine if we pick opposite and you get your team right, but we don't do the spread though. If we pick opposite, right?
Right. We won't do the spread if yeah.
We just get the one. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
um
All right.
how was the Steelers game?
Oh, you want
What
me
do
to
you
go first?
yeah, you probably should. You probably should.
Oh, nah, it was a good game. I think the first half was really good. Justin, you could see he felt a little bit more comfortable in the first half. We had some penalties that killed like some big plays that we had there. I mean, like, I don't know if you've seen the highlight, but one play Justin made, he rolled out. And I mean, he hit George Pickens in his face mask, like 45, 50 yards down the field on the run. And I mean, like, those are the type of things that get people really enamored with Justin Fields because he can do those things like that. I mean, like, you running, you full sprint, and you just can hurl the ball and hit somebody like dead point, pin accurate on their face mask. I mean, if Broderick Jones wasn't holding, you know what I'm saying? So did we break up a little bit? We back.
Yeah, we back.
We back. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh. So, you know, those are the type of things that keep people really enamored. Now that second half, you know, their defense made some adjustments. Arthur Smith, I don't know if he just didn't adjust to their adjustments or what happened, or if he was trying to play, you know, let's not mess up football. But the offense got real stale and stymied in the second half. Luckily for us, we have a top 2 defense in the league, so they didn't allow them to score either. So, you know, that was good. But it's a lot of things, you know, that need to be cleaned up. Penalty wise, of course. We gotta find a second receiver. We got to. It's it's no way we can play George Pickens or all. We can't keep playing this way. We can't keep playing George Pickens or else. Like, and is he that good? Yes, he's that
Mhm.
good. But can you survive like that? Can't survive like that.
No.
So,
Um
um, we'll see what the Steelers' plans are when Russell Wilson is recovered. You know, we don't. You know, we'll see. we'll see what the plans are. But he still hasn't made no crucial turnovers. Yeah, no crucial mistakes. Um, he hasn't done that, and that was his knock. That's what everybody was complaining about. He likes to turn the ball over. He's fumble prone. He hasn't done that. We've had some bad snaps. I don't know what that's about, but they need to fix that. This press conference today, he said Justin Fields will remain the starter until Russell Wilson can, return. And, the reporters keep asking, does that mean he's going to be the starter for the rest of the year? People that know Mike Tomlin, you're not going to be able to trip him up. You're not going to be able to make him bend. He just said, I only have one quarterback right now that is healthy. And that's the quarterback that we're going with. He was like, I don't know what you guys want from me. I'm not going to change my answer. When Russell Wilson is able to come back, then we'll approach that conversation. But right now, I only have one quarterback that is healthy. And that's what we're going with. Because, Mike Tomlin don't deal in the speculatives. We ain't going to speculate what could happen. We're going to work with what we got. So, but I like the way it's going. This Chargers game, though, speaking of next Sunday. So the next time you guys hear from us, this gonna be a game. This gonna be one right here. The only thing that I can say will help us is that we played against Greg Roman for 3 years, maybe 3 or 4 years.
Yep.
And so
4.
we have some familiar. Yeah, we have some familiarity with his offensive scheme, the things that he want to do. The only thing, that's going to be different is we don't have to worry about too much of worrying about the quarterback being another part of the running game. Can Justin Herbert move? Yes. But is he Lamar? No. So, yeah. So that's the only, thing that, may be helpful for us. But this is going to be a game because their defense is, if not as good or just as good as, what we've been facing. Well, what we see from our defense for right now, at least for the first 2 weeks. I'll say that.
Right.
So, what are your thoughts on the Steelers games?
Y'all are not good offensively. Y'all are okay. Defensively, y'all are going to be in every game. So if your defense can continue to hold people under 14 points, y'all will be fine. If your defense, for whatever reason,
10.
What'd you say? Yeah, 10 point, whatever,
Nobody
under
scored more than 10
14.
points yet. Yeah.
If y'all can hold them under 10, 14 points, y'all will be fine. I just wonder what will happen if a team happens to score 20. Will your offense be able to score 21? That's my only concern. But that's like, the Steelers are known to have a good defense. So the defense is on par. And I think Justin Fields honestly will get better as the season goes on. So that's something to be optimistic about. So those are my thoughts. I don't know if winning a game by less than, like, I don't know if not scoring at least 2 touchdowns worth of points is
sustainable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's agree. That would be my only thing.
Yeah, I agree. But looking at game from game, you could just see the comfort and you could see the difference in Justin. Like if it was like last year looking at Kenny Pickett and you get the same Kenny every game and it's just like, this don't look good. Like, this ain't this don't look good. But you see the
Yeah.
difference in Justin. And right now, you know what, they say every year the defense is always going to be ahead of the offensive. It's very rare that, everybody come out the starting block, except for the Saints scoring 40 points a game. Because
Right.
defenses are always, because it's simpler for defense. Like they don't have to worry about being on the same page as much. It's different for defenses. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, of course they got to be on the same page, but it's the communication is simpler for defenses. I'll say that. Being on the same page for offenses, like it's a timing thing, it's a rhythm thing, it's a, can you get your blocks? Can I play off of these blocks? The running backs got to get a feel for how the offensive line is blocking. And it's not like, we're not shuffling our offensive lines. We got an offensive lineman that's out, so it's a lot to play there, and I'm not making excuses, but I just see I see the progression, and it leaves a lot to to be like, hey, this, it looks better, because week 2 of where we were last year looks a whole lot different this year from where we at, and and this ain't even Russell Wilson playing,
Right.
so
Yeah. Um uh Moving on to the Ravens game.
mm.
Unless it's more you want to share about the Steelers game.
No, I think that's it. I just think next week is going to be a real test.
Yeah.
I think the
And we're gonna get
Chargers, yeah,
we're gonna get into our week 3 picks. So
okay, well,
and
yeah,
I agree with you. But Mike,
mm-hmm.
I don't even know what to say about the Ravens game, except for this is what I will say. If there's anybody out there and they blame Lamar for the Ravens being 0-2, they have not watched a single thing on film. That's the only thing I can say, because in game 1, he literally tried to do everything. In game 2, he literally did exactly what he should have done and still lost. There are a lot of things that went into play. Do I think the Raiders are better than the Ravens? No. No, not at all. I don't like the fact that the team is 0-2. However, there are some things there that make me very optimistic. And I think if they could clean up just a little, you can't control what the refs are going to do, but there are some things that the team itself could clean up. Justin Tucker could hit field goals beyond 50. That would help, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, the punter could not shank punts. That would help. The old line could hold up protection, and that would help the run game and the pass game. Receivers could catch the ball when they're thrown to them, when it hits them in the hands. I'm not sure if you saw the interception that Lamar threw, but
To Spillane.
yes, did you see it? Did
Mm-hmm.
you see the
Yeah,
interception?
yeah.
It
I
hit the
watched the game.
receiver. Yeah, it hit the receiver in the hands. He literally closed his hands as the ball was getting there. Um, that's not Lamar's fault. It's going to go on Lamar's stat, but it's not Lamar's fault. I don't know what more you could do. He threw a ball to Nelly, pretty ball, long ball, right in the, hit him in the hands again.
Mm-hmm.
He dropped it. I don't know. It would have been a touchdown. I don't know what more. My point is the defense could hold the lead. You expect going into the fourth quarter that up by 2 scores, that at some point your defense is going to say, we might could give them 1, but we're never going to give them 2 scores. Like,
Right.
they can kick field goals, but they're not about to, we're up by 10. We're not about to give you 10 points.
13.
And exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what they did. So, was there I did not like the DPI call. I did not like it. I know why they called it, but I did not like it. Um, I don't know if I'm more upset that Raiders fans called me. That's what I'm most upset about. I had a Raiders fan tell me, "Hey, and this is Jonathan. Jonathan called me, and he said, "We'll see y'all in the playoffs." And I
The
thought,
what?
no, the hell you. That's what I said. You will not. You will not. You will not. I don't care if we win the division. We just got to get in the playoffs. I don't care about all that. We just got to
That-
get in the playoffs, and the Raiders are not going to be there. That's what
They not
upsets
even
me most.
they're not even the second best team in their division.
That's what I told him. I said, "What? Like we might be 0-2, but I still feel like we're the best team in the division. I've watched every game from everybody in the division, and there's no way you can tell me that the Ravens are the fourth worst team. There's no way. And that's not because of my fandom. That's because of my eyesight. That's what I am seeing. They just, I don't know. I don't know. Something's not clicking. On Twitter, they're like Fire Hardball. He makes some choices that are not good, but it's execution. He is the one deciding who's playing right guard and right tackle, however.
Yeah.
And Mike, the right side of the line is terrible. It is horrible. Me and you could have sacked Lamar. Me and you could have got through that. Like,
Well,
it's my only concern is if Lamar get hurt, you might as well just hang up the season. Like, he the only thing keeping you afloat in the game. You might as well just pack it up. If he can't survive being back there, who else will survive a line like that? Who will survive a line like that? Nobody will. He
no,
ain't
not
worried
too many
about
people.
his blind side.
Yeah.
He ain't got to. The left side of the line is fine. When he got that sack, I sent you the picture. The dude can't. Max Crosby came right through the right guard. He ain't do nothing fancy.
They
He
ran
ain't chop
they
him.
ran a they ran a stunt.
He just but that was his man to pick up.
Yeah, but it was him and Christian Wilkins. They ran a stunt. I mean, it's a
So
normal
if the
it's a normal stunt. The inside D tackle goes to the
but
outside and the outside loops back in.
right. So the right tackle took the man he was supposed to take. So what are you supposed to do as the right guard?
If you are reading and reacting, you should be looking for somebody to come back into the inside.
Yeah.
But if you're stuck on your man, and then the reason that they run that,
He wasn't even stuck on his man.
well,
He wasn't
he was trying to still block Christian Wilkins. I mean, yeah.
His feet was in cement.
But by the time he saw Max Crosby come back around, it was too late.
Yeah, because he was already
He would,
past him.
yeah, or he would have got a holding call
He
because he
should
would
have
have
got a
just been
holding
trying to
call.
grab him. I mean,
He
that
should have
y'all
got a
lost 10
holding
yards.
call.
Y'all lost 10 yards anyway. So I mean, yeah, he should have just took the
He,
holding call.
take the holding call. Don't let your quarterback get hit like that. Take the holding call. Who gives? Why does it matter at that point? He couldn't have held him. He was gone. He was already
Well,
past him.
that's what I'm saying. He would have just had to grab him.
He should have jumped on his back. That's what he should have did. He should have rolled him to Lamar. Is what he should have did. You let that man hit your quarterback like that. Anyway.
Well,
We're gonna go to game picks
you
next.
done.
All I want to say about the Ravens is, they broke my heart. Now they gotta win. Now you done started 0-2. Now you can't drop your next 4.
You can't.
That's all.
Yeah. You
That's
can't
all that
lose.
means. You
You
can't
have
lose no more.
and it was an AFC opponent.
2 AFC opponents. Now you
Yeah.
can't lose. You can't
Can't
lose
have
your
too many more
next.
AFC losses.
No, you can't lose your next 4 games. That's it. You got
Yeah.
to go 4-2. That's it. That's all that means. So,
Yeah.
is it possible? I don't know, but we gonna see. We gonna see. I'm gonna bring in the game week 3 picks. We've made our picks.
Yeah. But I told you they was gonna play y'all tough.
Yeah, but Mike, the game didn't even have to be like that. It didn't
No,
have
it didn't
it
because
didn't have to
y'all started off fast, and by the time
it,
the Raiders caught up, well, I don't know what happened at the halftime, but
we came out and scored instantly.
but after that, whatever adjustment they made after y'all scored, because I think that was the last time y'all scored. After Zay Flowers scored, that was the
No,
last time y'all scored.
Derrick Henry ran the ball in. Was first out the third quarter. Derrick Henry scored.
Oh, on the
And
what's the
then
name?
Zay
On the
scored.
keeper.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But anyway,
I don't know.
yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
I know. God dog it. They get on my damn nerves. Got people calling me. You a Raiders fan. If you don't leave me the hell alone. It's like a Panthers fan. If you don't shut up.
That was their Super Bowl.
It had to be.
Yeah.
He talking about I see y'all in the play. I hope we see y'all in the playoff. Boy, if you don't shut up. That's my boy though. I love you, Jonathan. But come on, man.
Playoffs. He tripping.
Yeah. All right. Games of the week.
We can run through some of these.
Yeah, Patriots versus Jets. You picked the Jets. I took the Patriots.
That's a toss up. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a toss up.
So, yeah. Ravens versus Cowboys. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to the Ravens and the Chargers. 49ers versus Rams. You took 49ers. I took Rams. Only because both of them got injuries, and I don't know what might happen. I have no clue in the 49ers versus Rams game what could happen.
Yeah. We'll see. It's a division game too.
Yeah. Should the 49ers win? Yes. But I don't know. Chiefs versus Falcons. We both chose the Chiefs.
Yeah.
So I need you to look up points and stuff.
Oh, I'm about to say, which could still be a toss up.
It could be. The Chiefs are not doing anything like miraculous. That's the thing, which makes me think.
And that's the thing about the whole NFL. That's like everybody is, excuse my language, shitting on Justin Fields, but ain't no quarterback out here other than Derek Carr. Who do we think that Derek Carr and Sam Darnold gonna be able to sustain this all season? No. That's what I'm saying. So everybody's like, never mind. I'm just, I'm confused though, because I'm just like, why are we putting all this saying that Justin Fields ain't? Yeah, never mind. What were we talking about? Chiefs and Falcons?
Yeah, points.
All right. The spread is 3.5 for Chiefs.
Yeah, I think they'll go over.
You think the Chiefs will beat them by more than 4 points?
Yes. Do you?
Nope.
Okay.
Nah, it's gonna be close. Yeah, it's gonna be close.
So you're gonna say under 3? Plus 3.
Yeah. I'm gonna say. Yeah, I'm gonna say that they win. I got the Chiefs winning, but it's gonna probably be by a field goal.
Okay, and I say over. Okay.
All
right. Bills versus Jags. We both got the Bills winning. What's the point?
The Bills need to win. The spread is the Bills by 5.5, so they need to win by 6.
I say yeah.
You say they win by 6?
Yeah.
I say it's closer than that. Jaguars play tough. Yeah, I say they do. I say the Bills win, but it's less than 6. It's less than a touchdown.
Mike under again.
Yeah, 5.5.
Okay.
The Chiefs was 3.5.
3.5. Okay.
Yeah.
And the Bills was 6, or is it 5.5?
The Bills is 5.5. So they
5.5.
would have to win. So the Bills would have to win by 6. I mean, football, they can't win. Yeah, they would have to
Yeah.
win by 6.
So with the Chiefs, you say under, so you think it'd be like 3.
Yeah.
And with the Bills, you say under, so you think it'd be like 3.
Yeah.
Okay,
3.
gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Ravens versus Cowboys. We play at like 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 4:25 on Sunday in Dallas. Cowboys just came off a bad loss to the
Mm-hmm.
Saints, so they'll be looking to bounce back. It's a home game for them. Ravens will have to travel to them. Um, I'm gonna pick the Ravens because they can't lose.
I think both of y'all can't lose.
Yep, but
Dallas
uh,
can't win. They can't lose twice a row at home.
yep,
And y'all can't. It's gonna be a good one because y'all can't go 0-3. They can't go 0-2 at home back to back like that. Not in Jerry's world.
yep. So I'm gonna roll with my boys.
Yeah,
Uh,
you got to.
Lamar, just do him. Maybe
Yeah,
special teams, defense, and everybody else will get on board to help Lamar. Uh, uh, you know, hey, I don't know what else to say.
right.
The team's not bad. That's all I will say. The team is not a bad team. It's just I don't know. It's one of those things.
Yeah,
And maybe this is like divine intervention because
wake up call.
they normally they be rolling.
Yeah,
And even into the once we get to January, they be rolling. And maybe they don't need that. Maybe they need another approach. So we're gonna see. Um Chargers versus Steelers.
yeah,
You got the Steelers. I
of
picked the
course.
Chargers. And I'm not being petty this time.
Yeah, I
I'm
wasn't
really
either.
not. Okay.
Yeah,
When I picked the Falcons week 1, I was trying to be petty. I thought y'all would win, but I was trying to be petty. I'm not being petty. I actually think the Chargers will do well.
yeah.
Um,
This is gonna be a game. It's gonna be a
yeah.
game.
Um, you made a good point when you said that y'all face Greg Roman, so you know his scheme. Um, and the Chargers don't have any weapons outside of their run game. Even that
Mm-mm.
little boy they drafted, he's like okay. He's not like
Quinion,
premier.
Quinion,
Yeah,
Kenyon Johnson,
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Quentin Johnson.
Um, but I'm still gonna roll with the Chargers. I think because of how well they've been running, I still think they'll still be able to run pretty well, and I think that'll give them
I don't know if they'll be
hope.
able to run. I don't know. I don't think they'll be able to run with the efficiency that they have been able to run with. Not,
Yeah, I don't think they'll get
not,
like 150 yards or nothing, but I think
yeah,
they'll be able to.
not against our defense.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
they'll be okay though. I think they'll get like 90
I
or
think,
so.
I think we're going to come in with the same energy that we used to have against Baltimore when we played Greg Roman. We're gonna be hell
Yeah,
bent on you not running the ball. We're gonna
yeah.
make you throw the ball, and that's not what Greg Roman wants to do
No, he doesn't.
at all. He wants to be
No.
able to throw the ball when he wants to throw the ball, not being
Yep,
dictated to throw the ball.
yep,
So, and that's what we're going to be hell bent on because, you know, history says, how many good games did Greg Roman have against Pittsburgh?
none.
That's what I'm saying. So, he got different pieces. So, we're not going to say that, it's going to be the same outcome or anything. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just saying we face this scheme, so we have some familiarity there. Of course, the whole thing is different because it's a whole new team. Jim Harbaugh. He's an offensive guru himself, so he's gonna have his spin on it. So it's not gonna be exactly the same. So we can't just be banking on that. So but it's gonna be
Yeah,
a good one though, because the Chargers defense is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all
So
play at like 3
one.
2, right? Y'all play at
Play at
1.
one. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Um, yeah, I mean, just by these games alone, they should be pretty good games.
Yeah.
By the mere fact that we think it could be toss-ups in 4 of the games says that week 3 should be
Entertaining.
yeah. And
Yeah.
that's all NFL fans want. But I tell you this, the Ravens better not lose. They better they better not lose. They bet not lose, Mike. And don't call me either if they lose. Don't look, don't come out the woodwork. I don't even
I'm
know no Cowboy fans, so they bet nobody better not call me.
I'm gonna ask you to record Sunday night if they lose. I want to see your knee-jerk reaction on the camera. I think the people will want to see that. Matter of fact, people on when this post is posted, comment if you want to see Willette's reaction to the game if the Ravens lose. Put this on Instagram
Shut up.
immediately
Shut up.
today. Matter of fact, and send me this reel because I need this. Comment, people, if the Ravens go 0-3, if you would
they better
like to
not
see
go.
if you would like to see Willette record that same night so that she can get it off her chest.
Look, and this is let me tell you one. Let me say one thing. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I don't want them to play like they trying not to go 0-3 either. I want them to just play.
Just
Because
play.
you know when you have like an urgency, like we can't lose, you start fucking up. I don't want that. I want them to just literally play mistake-free football.
And
Like
that would include for Derrick Henry to have 20 rushes because obviously the Cowboys can't stop the run. If Kamara can okay. I'm just saying.
all I'm saying is just play mistake-free. And when the ball touch your hands, catch it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking. And if it's 50 yards or more, Tucker kick it and hit it.
And make it.
So because now I'm praying when he getting ready to kick. And before I would just walk away like, oh, whatever. It's lower than 60. Oh, he got that. That's nothing.
Yeah.
If it was 61, I'd still be like,
yeah. That's how Chris Boswell is kicking this year. Chris Boswell is out here going crazy.
That's my fantasy kicker, so I'm cool with it. Yeah. But now if it's 49.5, I'm like, oh Lord. Oh, now it's the wind. What is the wind doing?
Yeah.
What is the wind doing?
Right.
Looking at flags. I'm doing stuff I ain't anyway.
Right.
So I want them to just play a solid game and let the best team win. Because I think we're better than the Chiefs, and I know we're better than the Raiders, but the best team did not win. And that's football. That is the NFL. You don't always have to be a premier juggernaut to win a game or 4. So that just shows them they might have to win dirty. I mean, not win dirty, win ugly, but not win dirty, but win ugly. Because you ain't gotta finesse it. You just gotta at 0-0 be the one with the most points. That's all that matters. So
right.
Any last words before we jet out?
No, I think that's about it. I think we good. I'm good on my end.